Hello, everybody. Good evening, and welcome to our live. For any of you that don't know who I am, my name's Lucia, and this is Kimberly, and we are from Public Child Protection Wales. So most of you already know about our fight against the RSE, Relationship and Sexuality Education. Most of you know about our fight, but any of you that don't know, we have been actively campaigning for almost 2 years now against what the Welsh Government are bringing into all our schools from age 3 with no parental opt-out. So today we have got some very special updates, haven't we, Kim?
We have. We've been, as you know, guys, it's been really quiet. And when it's quiet, it's because we are busy. And boy, have we been busy. But before I go any further, I think we should give a special mention to people that's been involved in this and nobody knows about, because those people are just as active as we are. It's just you only see us because, we've all got a role to play, and that's so I just want to give a big shout out to the people that nobody knows who's involved and the people that's really slogging their guts out on it. So big, massive shout out to them. We wouldn't have got there without them. But yeah, guys, we have been flat out, absolutely flat out. Myself and Lucia, she's frozen there, or she's back now. Myself and Lucia, we've literally been thrown to the wolves this weekend. So what we mean by that is we are facing the media. Today we've both had interviews with a mainstream paper. We've both had our photos taken. There's stuff that we've been up to that you guys don't know about. We've instructed a barrister, but there's more. We've been up to more. So this is what this live is about today, really. It's just to let you know where we're at. We've had our interviews today. We've had our photos done. We did in mainstream media on the weekend. So that would be in the Sunday paper. The press release will go out to all media stations. Whether they pick it up or not is entirely up to them. This is a high-profile story, I can tell you that. We don't know how far it's going to go. But what we do know is we're going to get slaughtered. Okay? You know what's happening, guys. This has been happening for a long, long time, okay? Like I keep saying to the girls here, if you're under the age of 70, you're literally late to the party, because this thing started, years ago in the 1950s. It started strong. So what we're fighting here isn't a new issue. It's actually the end of an old long-term plan. But I'll do a video explaining that for the people that don't know. So what usually happens is we have these events going on, like you would have seen with the family sex show and stuff like that, guys. These are there for a reason, okay? That got into mainstream media for a reason. They plan it, and they've always got opposition ready to fight back. So they got the well-funded lobbyist groups who have got hundreds of thousands and millions and billions of pounds, because let's face it, it's an industry. And until you see this for what it is, an industry, you're not going to properly understand it. So we're up against big fat cats. And like I said, myself and Lucia, we are the ones that's actually faced the media. We are the ones that's been fed to the wolves. We're going to be called Auntie this, Auntie that. I'm Auntie Kim. That's Auntie Lou. We're going to be called bigots. Bigot this, bigot that. Well, we're not very big, are we? We're 5 foot-ish. I'm 5 foot, just 5 foot and that, So we need you guys. And this is what this live is about now. We need you guys ready, okay? You guys are going to have to defend us, we haven't got the time to be out there now defending us when they come for us. You need to be our soldiers in the digital front, And how we want you to respond to this, we want you to respond with facts, like we've always done from the beginning. Facts, truth, right? All original sources, no opinion. We're not here with opinion, we're here with the facts. And if we stick to the facts, it doesn't matter how much of a lamping we have, because people are going to read it. And that's what it's about. It's about raising awareness. But this is it now, guys. This is Fight Club. This is the moment that we knew would eventually happen. Because we're not going nowhere. They don't do this to our kids and get away with it. Every single thing we've said since day one has come true. You would have even seen me speaking to Richard Lucas, informing Richard Lucas that they are having RSE, that particular term, RSE. And what's happened? They've gone into consultation on it, right? Every single thing we have said has happened. Like I just said, this is the end of a plan for some people, guys. We are late to the party. We've got a massive fight in our hands, right? But we need you now. This is where you lot step up to the plate. You need to armour yourselves and you need to be ready Sunday. Sunday is the moment the whole of the UK step up. All right. We've got lots of other platforms, but as far as the mainstream platform goes, you guys know the truth. We know the truth, right? But the mainstream platform does not.
Yeah.
And it's the lobbyists and the opposition that own that. Sorry, now.
No, it's fine. This is the thing, like, it's really difficult, you know, we're on our own platforms to get out to the masses. So this is our opportunity now for everybody to actually be aware of what is coming into the schools or what's already in their schools. When we did a skate-a-thon going back a couple of weeks ago, and it was actually really shocking how many people still knew nothing about the RSE. And these were like parents who were just walking around with children of primary school age. Now we know every single school in Wales has got to have this RSE in the school by September 2022 with no parental opt-out. Yet I can actually say that every single person I spoke to on that promenade when we were doing the skate-a-thon, they had no idea what we were talking, you know, that this was actually coming in. So they're still, like, the mainstream masses are still very unaware, or they may know about it, but they don't actually realize the extent of this sex education. Like, we get comments all the time saying, well, children need sex education. They need to know. And this is meant to be age appropriate. Well, this education that's coming in, they say it's age appropriate, the people who are pushing the RSE, but in fact, it comes from the assumption that children are sexual from birth. Now, to the everyday person, like everyone watching today, I'm sure you don't believe that children are sexual from birth. Yet the people who are writing this sex education, that's the assumption that they're delivering this sex education. So, you know, it is very sinister, and yeah, we can't have this. We can't just stand back and let it happen when we know, when we know the facts.
This is where we're at with it, guys, right? Like we said, now the lesson contents were in England and Scotland. Scotland has gone into consultation very, very sneakily. What they've done is they've delivered these lessons. Now they're going into consultation. They'll probably be going into consultation for the legislation that we have got, right? So they've got an excuse to push this through anyway. They've already been delivering it, you know, they've been delivering it anyway in the lessons. So what's all the fuss? Wales, this is the opportunity for the whole of the UK. And when I say this is the moment, I mean this is the moment. Like Lucia just said, the deadline for this is September. So not everyone has it. This is the last term of the year. This is summer term. It's going to be like last minute Christmas shopping, right? They're going to be rushing to get this curriculum in some way, shape or form into their lesson content before September. The deadline is September. They cannot start in September. This is where it's going to get hot, right? This is where we're going to be cooking on gas now, guys. We're going to get the media storm. We're actually pushing this forward. You will get your press release on Sunday. When you see where we're at, you're going to know we're not messing about, right? But it doesn't matter how hard we work or how hard we push. We're not up against a fair system. They are going to kick us to the curb as soon as possible. But they can't kick us to the curb if we've got an army. And like I said, this is the UK. The UK now, right? England, they've toyed with you long enough. They're fetching in little bits of lesson here, there and everywhere, telling you it's just one council doing it or just one school doing it. It's them all. It's them all. And it's time that we all rise. This is our one opportunity to make a dent in this massive agenda. Like I said, it's not anti this, anti that, big at this, big at that. No way. This is about our children. And it's children 24/7, not just when it's an election or when they want your vote or when they feel like, or when somebody's had a message on their Insta. We prevent this from happening. We can do better. Our children deserve better, and we will make sure this country is better. Because let's face it, guys, we're failing the children as it is. And for us in Wales, let's look at this reality here now. From September 2022, the 3-year-olds, their rights are above parental rights anyway in Wales. It's in law. Check it out, okay? Doesn't matter how old the child is, they override parents in Wales, period. Now, the 3-year-olds have got sexual and reproductive rights. Sexual and reproductive rights, which override parental rights. 3-year-olds? 3-year-olds? Is this making sense yet? Please look at your child's sexual and reproductive rights. That is what has a stronger and more powerful say over you. If you let this in at this stage, where is it going to end? Where is it going to end, guys? This is no joke. This is as serious as it gets. And this is the point we fight now. We rise and we all rise together. Like we said, we got people in different places doing different jobs, pushing as hard as they can, working, playing to their strengths, you know. Even if it's checking what we're posting out or whatever, somebody is doing absolutely something. This is the opportunity now for the whole of the UK. Guys, if we set precedents in Wales, right, we can do it for the entire UK. We are the first place in the world to ever do it. We can do it. There's enough child protection groups out there. Look how many people march around London. How many people travel to London? Come to Wales. Come to Wales, because this is where it's going to be happening. We can fill Cardiff, right? We can smash the lobbyists in the media. We can do this for our children, and we can do this on truth.
Yeah, and that's sort of what we've been doing all along, is this, we've literally just been putting the facts out there. And just a reminder, actually, what you were saying about coming to Wales. We are doing a protest. Oh gosh, it's the 3rd weekend of May.
So yeah, every 3rd Saturday of the month will be our demonstrations in Cardiff. But let's give a quick shout out first, because we will also be in Cardiff on the 30th of April with the UK Warriors. So, and we are part of the UK Warriors. We are the Wales fraction of that, which makes them the UK Warriors. So it's fantastic to welcome them all in Wales. I know there's people staying in hotels, camper vans. There's people hired camper vans. So Cardiff, a bit earlier than what we do. We usually do 1 o'clock. Those early birds are getting us down there for 12 o'clock. These events are very hard hitting. They are real stories. They are the reason why I do what I do. And that is the truth. And that's been the truth since before RSE. And this says that these people are the people I carry in my heart. So their stories are real. It's what goes on. It's what we're trying to prevent. It's really difficult. If you got children with you, I wouldn't really bring them close so they could hear, because it is quite upsetting what you're going to hear. But it's important you hear it, because it's important you understand why we are doing what we're doing. And please, guys, if you can get there outside the Senedd on the 30th of April to support Sandy and the Blair brothers, us and everyone else, that would be fantastic, guys.
And I actually noted that Sandy is actually on our live. So hi, Sandy, how are you? Thank you for joining us. So yeah, it's the Magnificent Seven, isn't it? Magnificent Seven. It's like, yeah.
Magnificent Seven.
They're coming from...
So going back now to our demonstration, the reason why we're doing it the 3rd Saturday of every month is so you all know when it is, okay? There's no restrictions on us there, no censorship on us. It's going to be static. We'll be there at 1 o'clock. We'll just be giving a little talk, hour and a half maximum. The whole point is to come together, build the crowd, keep meeting, keep going, okay? Because we're going to need you in different places at different times as well. So let's get our regular. Let's get our going. Let's build the momentum. We need to come together, okay, guys? So that's a regular thing that we will be doing from May. May the 21st is our first one. But again, just to reiterate, The 30th of April, we're there for Sandy.
Yeah, so yeah, get yourselves down there. So whereabouts are we for Sandy's event?
Outside the Senedd.
Oh, it's still outside the Senedd. Okay, nice and easy to remember. Sandy's event is outside the Senedd, and our event, which is the third Saturday of every month, that's going to be outside the Senedd as well.
Yeah,
so
yes,
yeah,
that's it. We won't be doing the march, guys. It'll just be, if we're doing anything additional, you will be hearing about that. But this is going to be a regular thing now where we just need to push this through. And we got quite a good few viewers on, Lou. So do you want to just remind everyone what we've come on for tonight, the ones that, because we flew straight in with it, didn't we?
We did, yes. So today me and Kim have been really busy. We've actually got, there's a press release coming out this weekend. So we've had interviews separately. We had interviews separately, and then we've had our photos taken as well. Serious photos as well. We couldn't smile in the photos, so that was very difficult for me and Kim. It took quite a bit of composure to do that, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had quite a laugh doing the photos. Luckily, the photographer was quite patient with us.
Yeah.
So yeah, we had our interviews. So you will all have the chance to see that. It'll be in the mainstream media, which is fantastic because this is the first real opportunity that we're going to have to voice it's not our opinions, but voice our campaign and voice the facts. Our concerns, voice our concerns to the masses, to the mainstream masses. So we know that loads of you have been supporting us. So yeah, we just want you to continue being our supporters, really.
This is it now, guys. The ball is in your court now, right? This can only be as big as you guys make it. With us, you know, we was asked today what happens if things don't go our way, you know? And I just said, plain and simple, this fight never ends. The only time this fight ends is when I pass away. So come on, guys. Do you know what I mean? Let's let me have a good life. I don't want to be fighting this forever. We can get this done. UK, we can do this, right? We are the United Kingdom. Let's show them we're united. They have screwed us over big time on this education. We've got a document to prove they all signed it on the 1st of March 2017. Well, 2022 is going to be the year we take back control of our kids. Because a line has been crossed. Not on our watch. Celts. Yeah. Why have they given us the most radical lesson plans for you? The most radical legislation for us. Now, you are on the legislation as well. Why have they done that to us? Do you know what we was asked today? If it doesn't go your way, are you going to encourage parents to break the law? That's what they said. Are you going to encourage parents to break the law? Do you hear that, guys? You're going to be breaking the law if you don't want your children in any part of these lessons. These lessons, which is in every lesson, mind, it's not one lesson. You know, and what we are going for here, worst case scenario, we want the parental opt-out back and we want a single lesson at the very least.
Yeah.
To make it kind of manageable, you know, but that's what we was asked today. What will you be encouraging parents to break the law and remove their children? Break the law. Are you going to be a criminal?
You're going to be a criminal. Yeah, you're going to be
criminalized you, right? They criminalized you for your child's attendance. Now they're going to criminalize you for pulling your children from lessons you don't agree with. So like I said, my response was a simple response. I ask myself this question every time. Would I trust these people to look after my children for the weekend? Think about it, guys. Would you trust these people to look after your children for the weekend? The answer is no. So what are we doing? What are we doing? Look at the decisions we're making. We've lost our way. These are our children. A line has been crossed. Now it's time we toe it.
Absolutely.
And it's down to you guys. It's down to you guys. We can only do so much, you know. And it's down to you guys now. It's you. I can't stress this enough. It's you. You need to bring your cousins, your aunties, your uncles, your cousins. We need to bring everyone together. There needs to be one person representing each family in this country because there's children out there that haven't got people fighting for them. Okay? We need to be there for them.
Well, this is it. Like, it's even a case of if there was a parental opt-out and we could, you as a parent could take your children out of it, then what happens to the children who are in care? Well, they're going to get
That's a great point, Lucia. That is a fantastic point, actually. Yeah. This is it, guys. It's not acceptable. It's not appropriate.
No, it's not. It's not.
Show me what's good about it, please.
Well,
show me what's good about it.
Yeah, the only people that have been, really pushing against us on our posts and, on social media and saying, the RSE is a good thing. They almost like see there's no issue with children of primary school learning about masturbation. They don't see an issue with that. They don't see an issue with children, discussing their different sexualities when they're, of a very young age. They think that that's good. But how can a child, we've actually been accused of being against gay rights, which is absolutely ludicrous, because the only thing that we say, you can't, there are 7 and 8-year-olds talking about being bisexual. How can children of that age be bisexual? They don't know the difference between loving their friends, and a sexual love, because children do not feel sexual love. So why are they so hell-bent on teaching children about, what sexuality they are when they're so young still? It makes no sense. And it is sinister, because even when, when little kids are little and they talk about a boyfriend or girlfriend, they don't mean it in the same way as a boyfriend and girlfriend that we do. Oh. So why are they even putting these things in their heads? It's really bad. Let's just leave children to be innocent children until they're ready to sort of grow up and until they're emotionally ready to learn about things. And even to the point that they've taken biology out of the mandatory subjects now, and they've replaced it really with RSE. So, what's that all about? Children were learning about puberty and, puberty, etc., within the biology setting. But they've taken that out now, and now they're deciding to teach your children, as young as 4 and 5, about sex. It doesn't make sense at all.
This is it. I want to ask, when people say that this is going against gay rights. So what's the difference between gay rights and human rights? Haven't gay people got human rights? Haven't we all got the same rights? We've all got the same rights. How is this going against anybody's rights?
Exactly.
We've all got exactly the same rights. We're human beings.
Yeah.
There is no gay rights. So do gay get special rights? No, they're human rights. It's equality. It's equal opportunities. And nobody's taking opportunities away from anyone. Nobody's saying you can't work here, you can't go there, you can't do this because of that. Nobody's saying that. Nobody's saying that at all. We view the world, there's 2 types of people in this world: the human race, human disgrace. There's one split in society: adulthood, childhood. If you don't see the world through that lens, then there's something wrong with you, right? You've got something wrong inside of you. Okay, you need something to fix inside of you, because that's all it is. Human race, human disgrace, adulthood, childhood. Pick your side where you are. This is simple as that. This is what it boils down to. Doesn't matter what sexuality you are, what color you are, what religion you are. Amongst you all is the human race, human disgrace. And until we can accept that view of the world, we're forever going to be arguing over a lot of nonsense.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? With kids being the casualties in this.
Yeah. And the thing is, we've got they keep going on about, gay rights, trans rights, etc. Children's rights, right? The children have the rights to be children. So and the thing is, it's like us, isn't it? When we've learned about what they want to bring into the schools, you can't unsee it. Now, it's worse for children. Once you teach them or give them this information that they are far too young to be, to understand, to take on board. Now, as soon as they learn that information, they're not just going to forget about it. Children's brains are like sponges. It's even more so than when we learn about things, and
before. Why for that reason, we tell people to read it themselves. We tell you guys to read this stuff yourself, because when you see, you can't unsee, right?
Yeah.
We need you to do that. But we are being told that we're misunderstanding it. So if you read it, right, you need to see it yourselves. Otherwise, the 3-year-old is going to come home and explain it to you, right?
Yeah.
You know, that's where we're at now. We need to pick a side, and we need to see this for what it is. It's exploitation of the LGBT, because LGBT community is the human race.
Yeah.
There's no difference. And if anybody thinks there is a difference, then they've got issues. And whether that's their own insecurities or their own anger issues, I don't know. But bottom line is this: human race, human disgrace. The human race looks after the kids. The human disgrace sacrifices the kids for their own needs.
Yeah.
Which one are you? Exactly. And that's what this boils down to, and that's the way we view the world. So anti this, anti that, we're anti-human disgrace. That's what we are. Anti-human disgrace.
Absolutely. And, you know, as you said, there's good and bad in every single community in the world. You know, within the straight community, within the gay community, within the trans community, there's good and bad in every single community.
Within every profession, teachers, politicians, councillors, mayors, school governors, everyone involved in this. There's human disgrace amongst them all. To blindly trust is to fail the children. We know what's going on in our society. We can discuss it until the cows come home. Bottom line is this is our opportunity to do something about it now.
It is absolutely.
It's time to jump, guys. This is it. The ducks have all been lined up in a row. You guys need to run with this now. When the news comes out on Sunday, obviously we can talk a lot more about things. But this is it now, guys. This is Fight Club. And also as well, we're going to need to raise some serious funds to take this Fight Club forward, you know. So the fight is kicking off everywhere now, guys, all over the place. We need to raise the funds to take it forward. You guys need to be the strength. Even with the funds, we can't get there without you. That's the most important part, is you know, physical people. This is what's going to get us further now. We've come as far as we can. We literally been thrown to the wolves. Lambs to the slaughter.
Yeah. And, you know, we are relying on you, the public, now, because you know us. Say that again.
And they know us as well, you know, our followers know us. They're going to be calling us everything. You guys now, you know us. You've followed us from day one. We've taken everyone with us all the way. We've been totally transparent. You've seen everything. You've grown with us. You made us. And we need you to come forward and tell the world who we are. We know those people are they going to be saying we are, you know, and why are we here?
Well, if every single one of our supporters even tells one person, you know, that can double the people that know about it. You know, if you tell 3 people, that's obviously going to sort of quadruple it. So, you know, please get out there and just share our videos. In fact, there's an absolute brilliant video that Kim, you did, I think it was like over a year ago. Kat had shared it. Kath shared it on her profile, and I've shared it on my profile as well. And it was like explaining about where this has come from, where the sex education has come from. Because you're still going to get information from teachers saying that it's a Welsh education for Welsh children that's been produced by Welsh educators. You're going to get all that, but
it's not entirely true. It's not entirely true. And the videos that Kath has shared as well, she's done brilliant sharing those lately. They are all fully referenced and sourced. So if you look in the description, every single word that's come out of my mouth, the link is in there for that, for wherever it's come from. She's going to share another one as well. She's going to be sharing Miriam's presentation that she did on the RSE, how it is now, how bad it is now without the new law, criminals. You're going to be criminals without the new law, breaking the law. So, you know, she's looked at things the way they are now, and they are pretty bad. So she's going to be sharing that one as well. It's really informative, especially for, I'd say, if I was a mother of a girl I learned a lot from that myself. And if I was a mother of a girl, I'd really like to, I would like somebody to send me that to watch. It's definitely worth a thing. Right,
Yeah.
we got loads of comments in, yeah. Should we have a quick flick through?
Yeah, let's go through. Hi, Kira, how are you doing?
Joanne, Geraint, Terry.
We got Jade Marie as well. Hi, Jade. Haven't seen you for a while. Hope you're well.
Mandy, PCP. Who's been PCP? Is that Rachel?
It possibly is, yeah.
Lisa, Sarah, Kath. Right, and what did Geraint say here? I seen him say something about information earlier. Would it be okay come down and stream? Yes, of course you can stream, girl. That's no problem. I think they'd appreciate that. And I think he asked earlier on as well for some evidence to print off. That's all on our website, guys. I'm still updating. I'm a little bit slow on that because
there's a lot to do.
Being a life is all at Winterbottom, honestly, I tell you, my life is just, it just goes insane. I open my eyes, if I open my eyes, see whatever time, 10 minutes later, it's just
it's like some days, Kim, we get a WhatsApp message in the group saying I'm going to have a nice relaxing day today, and like literally about 10 minutes later it completely goes to pot.
Oh yeah, so I'm trying, it is being updated, so some things don't make a little bit of sense. Just pretend you didn't see it, because we are we're doing everything ourselves, doing everything ourselves. I'm slow, the website is slow. Every time we do something to update, it's like like the old dial-up years ago for the Wi-Fi, for the internet. That's what it's like. So you've got to wait for that bit to upload, and it's so I'm really slow. I'm sorry, but like I said, it's just mental. Things have been mental for the last couple of months now, Lou, haven't they? It's a good job I was banned off Facebook anyway. So thanks to Facebook for that, because I wouldn't have got half of that work done if I wasn't banned.
Yeah, exactly. It gave you more chance to be on the other platforms, didn't it? On the websites and that. Yeah, just Geraint's also said he's happy to do another fundraiser. Brilliant. Thank you so much. And that's what we need as well. We need you guys to either join forces together, do a fundraiser together, arrange one on your own, or sort of just liaise with us.
Just go for it, guys. Just absolutely go for it. Even if like you haven't got no money yourselves, just have like a little coffee drink, buy a £3 jar of coffee and like sell it to your friends, 50 pence each a cup in the park or whatever. You can just be imaginative. Get together as well. Coffee hours are fantastic. There's loads of ideas coming out of coffee hours. The meetings that's going on across Wales is fantastic. So let me just give you another example now. Lucia sent a screenshot into the group earlier. She was like, has anyone heard about this? Party going on, all proceeds go to public child protection. I was like, oh, yeah. That was a meeting from a couple of weeks ago. They are fast work, as I said. This is what we need now, guys. We need you guys out there to be the unsung heroes in this, We need you to just use an initiative, run for it in your areas. If you need our support, we will do it. We'll do it. Like we've got people like in all different areas of Wales as well. Look, we just help each other. We help each other. This is it. We can get north to south in a day, east to west in a day. Let's do it, guys. This is our opportunity. Look, this is massive for our kids anyway, right? But guys, I don't think you understand the magnitude of it. This would make history. It would make history around the world because it's never been overturned before. It's never been kicked out quicker than what it came. And that's what we should be doing. It should never have stepped foot over that door to begin with. And it did. For all 4 countries, England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, all of us, same date, same time, same place, right? So this is how we get it out. All of us together, same time, same date, same place. We come together, just like they did.
And this came into our country as well. Who did they tell? Like, obviously, there were people high up in Parliament that knew all about it. They actually signed it in to come into our country. But who else knew?
Exactly.
We didn't know. We weren't told about it. Out there, I'd love someone to actually, we've never ever seen this, but someone to come forward and say, Yes, I was consulted about that. I was told exactly what was coming in and I was asked my view. No, it hasn't happened. Parents were not consulted about this at all. And in fact, there's a lot of you still out there that still don't know anything about it.
And better still, this was never in any political party's manifesto ever across the UK. This has been brought in, right, and through the back door.
Yeah.
And we haven't got to say, if it wasn't sinister, why are they removing our rights? If it wasn't sinister, why do they have to force it?
Yeah. Yeah. And if it wasn't sinister, they would have been shouting it from the hilltops in all their manifestos. But, you know, they haven't, as you said, it hasn't even been mentioned in any of them. So, you know, they've been hiding things from us. They've been lying to us. They're deceiving us as the parents. And the only parents that would really agree with this are the super woke. You know,
Yeah,
they sort of like think there's no problem with that.
They wouldn't agree with it. If they knew what it was, they wouldn't agree with it. They've been told what it could be. They've been told it does this. They've been told it does that. Same as the parents who don't like to think about sex abuse. They've been told this safeguards. They want their kids safeguarded. Who are we to come along and take that away? Do you know what I mean? They've been told that. They've been told that, guys. You know, so it doesn't matter how woke they are or how trusting they are. As soon as they see what it is, nobody in their right mind is going to want this for their child. Nobody. No. Nobody in their right mind. Nobody with an ounce of sense anyway. But they just got to take the time to read it. If they didn't get the knickers in a twist, they took 2 minutes out, had a cuppa, read a few documents, we could be friends.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, we've had it in the past where people have said, I haven't got time to read this. It's just like, well, you can't have an opinion on something if you're not prepared to read up on it. How can you, you know, it's like, I don't know, me sort of like talking about the sky, the stars and that, and, you know, arguing with someone that I'm right, even though I haven't read up on it. If you can't be bothered to read the evidence, then wow, I bloody well hope you haven't got children, because if you've got children and you're not prepared to spend a bit of time looking into what's going to be in their schools, then shame on you, really.
We just read Donna's behind now. My brother, who's gay, said the same. My children did not know his preference until they asked him in their teens. Well, do you know what, Donna, this is what I said earlier, right? What is the difference between same-sex couples and straight couples relationships? There's no difference in the love, right? There's no difference in the love at all. The only time you have to go into details if you're actually discussing how we have sex. We shouldn't even be talking like that around kids anyway, so why are we even having this discussion? And when they say to show children the difference in families, I've looked at the slides. So we see 2 moms, 2 dads, we see grandparents. We don't see the children in a foster home. We don't see the children in a care home. So it's wrong. If they wanted to teach about different families, they would be telling the children, draw your family. What does your family look like? And then they discuss their drawings. Situation dealt with, different families, end of lesson. We don't need to break the law for that, do we?
Well, no. And the thing is, the majority of people would not have a problem with that. Well, nobody would have a problem with that. That's all they need
complicate things. They're complicating things for a reason. Don't fall for it. It can all be simplified. Nobody touches you there, full stop, unless you need help. If you need help, do you know what I mean? But also as well, you get people to say, do you want me to help you? There are perpetrators not out there, right? You're never, ever going to 100% fully safeguard a child, right? It's impossible. You can't. There's always going to be ways around it. It's plain and simple. Nobody touches you.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have to do...
Not all. Sometimes, you know, it might feel nice. Huh?
Yeah.
The only people that say stuff like that are perpetrators of abuse. Now, the average person isn't going to know this kind of stuff, because who the hell wants to read crap like that anyway? It's disgusting. But I can tell you from reading it regularly, all the time, for a reason, for this reason, that's how perpetrators act and that's how perpetrators behave. So this is, for me, when I'm watching this and I'm seeing this play out in a classroom, I'm like, And anyone in this field, everyone in this field would think exactly the same as me. This is not right. This is why the fields don't cross, guys. This is why the fields don't cross.
Yeah, and everyone we've spoken to who have got like an ounce of safeguarding experience will know, that this education is wrong. Like, firstly, it talks about like, the correct terminology for genitals from age 3. Like, why does a 3-year-old need to know this is a vulva and this is a penis? They don't need to know that. And if they are, like there was that a huge a huge campaign, or saying that children might say that they're being might disclose an abuse to a teacher, but if you don't use the right terminology, the teacher won't realize. And you think, really, what?
Can I just say something about that as well, right? So people will come back and say things like, so there's a social worker in Somerset, 23 years experience, right, in children's services, reckons their experience of perpetrators within children's services is when a child uses correct terminology, they are less likely to offend. So when you hear stuff like this, come to me, because the chances are I've emailed them and asked them for the evidence to back up what they're saying. They don't get back to us. I've emailed that social worker, I've emailed NSPCC, I've emailed Pride on a few occasions, I've emailed Bernardo's, I've emailed the Children's Commissioner. So where these rumours of this safeguards, or this does this, or this does that, come to me. Because I've emailed them and asked them to back up what they're saying, and they can't. And I will happily give the emails. If you look on the education page, a lot of emails were on there from the earlier days. Now I don't bother putting them on. But I email everyone and I ask them nicely, politely for the evidence to support what they're saying. And it's never produced, guys. If it was produced, I stop saying what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like, and that's the thing. If we thought that this was going to save children from abuse, then there's no way we'd be stopping it. But in fact, they're telling children that they can feel sexual pleasure. Yeah. Like, how is that safeguarding them? How is it safeguarding them?
There was a comment on this group the other day, and I wasn't. And I was banned, and somebody was angrily commented and saying, I can't support this because you're stopping kids from being safeguarded. Bring that piece of safeguarding to us, and show us what it is, because I've been hunting now for a long, long time, and I can't find it. No. I've gone through all our policies, I've gone through the teachers' training. Show me. Don't tell me I am preventing children from being safeguarded. Show me. And then I'll show you different. You can't just say that. You can't just say that unless you've got evidence to support it. Now, I'm going to say this part now in the total and utmost respect here. There's been, throughout this campaign, there has been about 3 or 4 people have come to us, and some have come to us privately as well, in a polite way. And they've said, but if I had this education, I would have known I was being abused. Read the documents. Read the documents. Because if you was having this education, it wouldn't have been abuse. Those documents and this education is telling you that it's actual sexual pleasure, when nothing is sexual when it comes to a child. So please don't just fly off the handle. Don't make assumptions. Come to us and ask. Ask us. This is children. Let's not operate on opinion. Let's do this properly, with facts, with evidence, and like adults,
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm just going to touch on as well, there was a sex survey, there was a huge uproar about the sex survey that was given to children as young as 11 up in Scotland. But then we found out fairly recently that there were actually sexual questions asked to our children in our Welsh schools. So it said, I think it was optional from year 9 and 10 was optional. Then year 11 and 12 they had to, it was mandatory for them to answer. Now, one of the questions on that was, when did you first have sexual intercourse? And one of the multiple choice answers was 11 and under. Now, we've got massive issues with that because firstly, it's really bad for any child that has experienced abuse. Like, how awful would it be for them to have to answer those questions or even look at those questions? And secondly, they're normalising it as if it's no big deal.
Statutory rape.
It's statutory rape. Children at 11 cannot have sex. It's not sex. It's rape. So why are they...
statutory rape? And Lou, you're going, the information you've just said there now, am I right in saying that's what you read from the article?
Yeah.
Right, so done a little bit of investigation. And I don't want to say this 100%, but I'm almost 80%. So try to look for that questionnaire, because it was only like one question throughout the whole thing. Couldn't find it. But we found the reports, the results. I haven't found any results for comp kids. I got to go back and double check. But the results I found, the surveys, were actually for primary age children. So, was that survey done on comp kids? I don't know. We need to go and double check that. That's something we need to double check, because the only reports that I can find so far, and I was busy at the time, mind, that's why I can't say 100%. It might be there. But at the time, and Kath was looking at them as well, at the time, we only seen the one for primary school. And that was the results of the report. The results of that report's interesting as well, guys. We'll be using on our fight going forward. But we can sit and talk about aspects of this for hours and hours and hours, can we, Lou?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think we should just wrap it up a little bit now, because we have been on for like 46 minutes.
I know, don't realise how fast it goes. So yeah, we should wrap it up. Just want to give a reminder as well of the Magnificent Seven, the Sandy's protest on the 30th of April, Kim being one of the seven. So we're going to be down at the Senedd from 12 p.m. on the 30th of April. Is that a Saturday?
Yeah. Let me just read.
It is a Saturday.
What's the best information share with friends? Don't believe anything sinister is going on. We work in... I'm always trying to work on things and it's just really slow. The website is good. There's lots of links on the website. We got QR codes going out that take you directly to the website. We're putting together an information pack, and everything will be linked in there as well. We've got videos out. Look on Kath's wall. There's videos. Everything in those videos is referenced. We've got to do new up-to-date videos now, because obviously those videos were done about 18 months ago, I'd say. We've come a long way since then. Things have changed. We've got more up-to-date stuff. So that's all I can say really is just our website. That's the best place right now, is our website. Are you subscribed to the website? www.publicchildprotectionwales.org. Subscribe. Everything we do will be going out on there first, right? And just want to say, hi, Joe, because I've seen him in the thing there. See you next week, lovely. I can see Joe on there.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, looking forward to seeing you, Joe. Yeah, so...
it is a Marxist move to deconstruct the family, 100%. But like I said, we talk about this for ages, guys. We haven't done regular lives for a while. Well, banned most of the time. For no reason. We always get banned before events and protests and demonstrations and stuff like that. That's why we're just giving you the information beforehand now. But yeah, we'll be doing more regular lives. Lou, you're going to be doing the fundraiser lives, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Just want to get
banging on, ranting, trying to get everyone informed about stuff. But yeah, we've had our hands tied really, really bad these last couple of months. I say really, really bad. Things have been happening, and Sunday, you'll know exactly where we're at with it all.
Yeah, I am excited about that. A little bit nervous about it coming out to everyone, but I am excited because it's high tide that everybody knows about it. So yeah, let's
we can. Do you know what I mean? We could have done the best interview ever. We can't control what they're going to print.
No,
we can't, right? So we're literally throwing ourselves out there to have a lamp in. This our children, just remember why we're doing it. Remember, who we are. The line has been crossed. And just remember, the line has been crossed. It's tough. It doesn't go no further. They've crossed the line. End of the day, it needs to end. And only we can do that, guys.
Yeah. And it's our children. At the end of the day, what's more important than protecting your children from sexual content?
Yeah.
Isn't it? I can't see anything more important than that,
No. Well, you can wrap it up, love, if you want to.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you everyone for watching. Really appreciate you all. Please join us on our coffee hours. As Kim said, subscribe to www.publicchildprotectionwales.org. Subscribe to our website because we've got all our events, all our updates that come there. Also subscribe to YouTube if you're watching from Facebook. That's PCP Wales. Just do what you can. If you can arrange a fundraiser, if you're super fit and you're doing a challenge this summer, because all the races are back on, which I'm excited about because I'm going to be doing one in May.
Yeah, you should be doing videos for that now, Lou. You're doing a massive challenge. I think the country would get behind you. I think the whole country would love to get behind you on that. You should be sharing that.
I should. Perhaps I'll do a video on one of my runs. I'll look really red-faced and probably not good at all. But perhaps I'll do a video on one of my runs to try and get everyone else out there as well. So if you are doing a race and you'd like to get sponsorship for something, then look into our fundraiser. We'll do all the advertising for you from our end. We just need people just all getting involved now, because this is Wales' fight. It's not PCP Wales' fight. It's Wales's fight, and the UK as a whole. So,
guys, we can't stress this enough. This is a UK fight. It's just happening in Wales, right? It's happening in Wales. You don't pick where you go towards you. No, it just happens to be in Wales. It's war. It is war.
Yeah, it is. Well, thank you, everybody. Thank you, Kim, and we'll catch up with you really soon.
Ta-ra, guys.
Bye for now.